Mr. Ajay Kumar Joshi from ESET, and security is one of the main area we need to talk about, because your security has, the landscape of security has changed. Sir Ajay sir, we would like to know about what was your key priority for channel partners who were associated with you when the pandemic affected the business across India, and what all efforts you did to support your partners in the testing time. Sir, please share your experience briefly.
Okay, thanks, Raju. First of all, I'm just about to say good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, Rajiv. First of all, thanks to you and Digital Terminal team to invite ESET for this important summit. As this subject is very close to our heart, because as you know, ESET is a channel-focused vendor, and our key priority always has been to continue supporting our channel partners and customers in these difficult times, and that has been always our commitment towards the channels. So during lockdown, what has mostly happened, like as our co-panelists said, like the technology has brought a change, and in fact during lockdown, the remote working had become the norm for, or still the norm for major businesses in India, worldwide. And it was very, very important for us to be there with our partners and customer during the difficult times. So that's what we exactly did, like, because there was like some request from demand from our customers and partners, of course, about temporary license enlargements or license extensions. Like, so at times we did it like without an additional cost to support our partners. I remember a few instances, like the manufacturing vertical was like most hard hit vertical, where we had request for special support for without any additional cost for license extensions, and we happily did that, because that was a time where our customers and partners needed our support. Then I would also like to highlight that the change was so sudden that many businesses had to switch on to remote working at a very, very short notice. So this definitely bringing the change in the technology, the mindset, and the pressure on the entire ecosystem or at customer side also. And that's where the IT admins or the system administrators, they needed the expertise from our partners and eventually from the ESET side. So ESET provided step-by-step checklist, so that customer can easily switch over to the remote working without compromising their security, because they never wanted to compromise security. Another issue, obviously, like, because most of the customers, like, before they could get new hardware, they had to work on their personal devices. So that was more critical to, beef up the security, right? Then on the business front, I think we also helped our partners in terms of some new initiatives, like we helped them optimize their online presence on their websites, on their portals, so they can actually increase their reach in the, I would say, the customer reach. Because when the like initially in 2020, like first 6 months, we have seen like there were a lot of restrictions, and the business was not there. Most of there was no physical meetings possible. So definitely on the ecosystem were totally dependent on the online. That's where we ensured that we provided that support to our partners, right? Then for our B2C, we also launched some digital transformation campaign, okay, for our targeting our B2B customers. So that was the whole objective, was to provide lead generation support to our B2B partners. And I'm very happy to inform you that, like, that has actually given very good results, and our partners were happy that, because they could actually generate a lot of new leads considering the new normal, and customer definitely felt the need of new technologies. Okay. Apart from that, the last point I would like to mention that in our B2B, B2C partner, sorry, we also did a lot of training sessions with the help of our distributors, our technical team. We actually did many technical sessions, considering the time which was available for particularly for the B2C brick and mortar stores, where the shops were closed, and thanks to our resellers community, like, they were also very keen to learn new things, and the new skills. And we did around for 3 months, we reached out to around 180 resellers, like, where we trained them. And I'm very happy to tell you that with all these efforts, ESET has actually seen a very strong double-digit growth in last 2 years, like in 2020 and even 2021 year to date. And I'm really thankful to all our partners for their full support. Thank you.
So, thank you, sir. It was really, a thing which we need to know because, security people has a sleepless night during these time because, the most of the attacks which has happened because we shifted to new network which was not secure and we were hampered a lot. But players like ESET has helped companies and consumers in protecting their digital infrastructure. Thanks for sharing so much, Ajay sir, about the thing what had happened. Ajay sir, cybersecurity has been always a major concern for any business. But in recent times, cyber attacks have increased many folds due to adoption of new work model. Here, what all opportunities do you see for your partners? Can you briefly please share opportunities for B2B partners as well as B2C partners in brief?
Yeah, of course, Rajiv. As thanks for highlighting the fact that there has been an increase in cyber attacks because cyber criminals are taking advantage of the new normal new work model, and we have got some figures to share. So, in a recent survey in India, we found that almost 26% respondents said that they have experienced a malware attack in last 1 year. Okay. Talking about a global scale, what we found that if we talk about brute force password attack, like which is typically on the RDP services, okay, so that has increased by 104% in just like between May and August this year. So what does it mean? Like, because RDP is used for remotely connecting. It's very widely used for remotely connecting and accessing data or services. So definitely the criminals are, they are taking advantage of this kind of situation. And back to your question, definitely there is a huge scope for, the opportunities in the market because with the new normal, there are new cybersecurity requirements, and then definitely there are new business requirements, opportunities for the partners. So, for instance, if we talk about the IT administrators, like any business, small or big, like we talk about SO, SMB, or even enterprise. So, the first thing what has happened, with this lockdown, onset of lockdown, they needed this remote access to deploy and manage the security of their infrastructure. Okay, the company infrastructure. So this has definitely created a demand for cloud managed solution, and we're happy that ESET is ready with ESET Protect Cloud, console-based management where the administrators, the partners can remotely manage sitting at their home or any other location, and they can effectively manage their security. Another opportunity that we would like to highlight is just with the sheer magnitude of the new malwares that we are facing today. So ESET on a daily basis detects close to 300,000, that is 3 lakhs new malwares per day. Okay, and that's a very huge number. And because of this kind of risk, there is something called zero-day threats. So what is a zero-day threat? Zero-day threat is something which probably a new, totally unknown malware, or virus, or a spyware, ransomware can actually strike your network at any time. Okay, and where their signature is not available, the cure is not available. So then, how do you face, cope up this situation? So thankfully, we are ready also with solutions, something like you said, dynamic threat defense, or you said cloud sandboxing. So these are new opportunities for our partners where they can collaborate with us and they can actually offer this solution with the help of cloud sandboxing. What it can do, it can within 5 minutes you can actually send it to ESET sandboxing environment, and with our latest machine learning technologies, internal tools, and threat data fits, we can actually give a solution for any new malware within 5 minutes, which otherwise would take in a normal computing environment in a desktop or laptop, it would take as high as like 150 days, because that's a change, right? So I think this is also actually opened a lot of new opportunities in all segments, particularly talk about all verticals, all segments. Similarly, we also have high-end solutions like EDR and all. Now we have seen even that shift, that EDR is something like which are being adopted by even SMB customers also. Okay. Now coming back to the opportunities for B2C segment, what we have seen. Okay, so before that, I would like to also suggest that this dynamic threat defense or cloud sandbox is now also, it has been integrated with our B2C products also, like smart security premiums already there. So even any customer or like a home segment customer would like to have this kind of solution, for to tackle new threats. So they can also use it. Another important thing, what we have seen, like based on the data from Internet and Mobile Association India, that like there could be close to 280 million or 28 crores new users, internet users by 2025. Okay, now all of us, we are aware that like how regularly we are using digital payment tools, right? On mobile. So we, even if we want to buy vegetable, we could go away, and all our vendors, like even the it has reached, thanks to the technology, thanks to the efforts at every level. Like we now we have seen like a technology adoption is there at every level, and that's where the risk also comes. As rightly pointed out by Mr. Pranav also, yes, there is a definite need for cyber security at every level. We have to actually educate the users, like they need to use mobile security also on their mobiles, and that is where the opportunity is there even for B2C partners. And the last point that I would like to highlight is that we have seen like when most of our students are today, they are learning from home, right? So and they are constantly online, like when the professional, like also we are also, our most of the life for work or for personal reasons online, but there is a big risk coming with that, and we are definitely trying to bridge that gap. And ESET has got a global initiative that we have launched a program called Safer Kids Online. So this is a this is we impart training and education to both students and parents. Okay, and we are definitely going to launch this program in India as well. So I think these are the few opportunities for both B2B and B2C segments. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thanks. Definitely there is a lot of opportunities as security is a major concern for IT infrastructure, and partners should look into these emerging opportunities and should work with the brands like ESET. Ajay sir, you are there. Thanks for your. I know that you have also engagement. So we started a little bit late, but now we have to conclude in a good manner. So, what will be
Sure.
your advice for partners who are not into core cybersecurity solution business? Maybe people are watching us who are not into the cybersecurity business. But do you think that there is a huge opportunity in the security domain, and you advise them to think on these alternative business?
Yeah, absolutely, Raju. Definitely, because of the changing work models and the opportunity at every level, like most of our digital life now being like online, there is ever increasing risk of cyber security, and of course, the business opportunity is also there. As per some numbers from a survey from PwC and Data Security Council of India, so currently Indian cybersecurity market is growing by almost 15% year on year, and this growth is definitely expected to sustain for next few years. And there is huge opportunity in every segment. Like you talk about B2B, you talk about B2C, you talk about enterprise. So as I said earlier, like in enterprise also, there's a huge opportunity even at every level, like BFSI, government, because they want to adapt latest technologies in cybersecurity, as I said, like the EDR and other solutions. So we are also ready for that. Even in B2C also, like as I said earlier, with this all the initiatives from the government, Digital India, and we have already seen the benefits during the pandemic, the way things have improved or helped actually, because technology has been a major backbone. So obviously at every level there is an opportunity, and we are there to support the partners with the partner programs. Like our partner program is definitely designed in such a way that our partners can actually get very good benefits in terms of margins, target-based incentives, deal registration support, as well as the most important thing I would like to talk about is the renewal support. As you might be aware, like all the B2B businesses, the renewal support is very crucial, and we probably can say that like at ESET, we definitely follow this, like that existing resellers get the incumbent reseller get the 100% renewal support, and that's what they are free to focus on new business. So definitely I would encourage partners, if they are not in cybersecurity business, they are not focusing on cybersecurity business now, they should do that. So if they are keen to in B2B business, they can approach our national distributor Technobyne Solutions. They would be happy to help. And for B2C, they can get in touch with Amity Infosystems. So that's it. Thank you.